Okay, so you understood, no?
Yeah.
So that means that this dipole is storing some energy in it.
Hmm?
So that is what we are going to calculate here.
Okay.
Okay. So now the thing is, how did we in the previous examples also in the individual charges when we took in individual charges, then also how did we calculate potential energy? So what we did basically is we took some small work done. I
Hmm?
mean. We knew that the change in potential energy is equals to negative of the work done by the internal force. Okay, so this is how we started calculating the potential energy stored in the body, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
here also we'll
these.
do the same thing.
Hmm?
Okay, so the thing is, you since we have not studied rotational mechanics till date, so you just understand this. We know that work done is
Hmm?
F dot dr. The small work done is F dot dr, right?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Correct. So
Yeah.
similarly, you can just imagine something like this: force
Hmm?
gets changed into torque,
Okay.
acceleration gets changed into angular acceleration,
Okay.
mass gets changed into I. I is
Hmm?
moment of inertia.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so something
Yes.
like this. The distance gets changed into angular distance.
Theta.
Velocity gets changed into angular velocity. So
Okay.
this is these things are your linear motion what we have studied, and these things are related to your rotational mechanics.
Okay.
Okay, and all the formulas if you see you will find the same thing.
Okay.
Formulas like formulas like force is equals to mass into acceleration.
Hmm?
This basically becomes torque is equals to I alpha
Okay.
in case of rotational mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay, similarly if you see the kinetic energy, so it is half mv square.
Yeah.
It basically in the rotational mechanics it becomes half I omega square.
Yeah.
Okay, m gets converted into I and v gets converted into omega. Similarly, if you
Okay.
see the work done,
Hmm?
the small work done here, it becomes force dot displacement,
Okay.
and here a small work done basically gives you torque equals to
Okay.
sorry, the small work done becomes torque dot
Hmm?
d theta.
All right.
Okay, small
Yeah.
d theta. The distance has gone changed into
RD
angular.
theta.
Uh, Basically, the distance has changed into angular distance.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
and force
Yeah.
has
Right.
changed into torque. So this is so for this for the time being, you just remember that a small work done is
Hmm?
represented in terms of rotational mechanics. A small work done is represented as torque d theta. So
Okay.
whatever the torque is acting on the body, and what is the uh, small rotation in the theta happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we are
Okay.
trying to do is we will just 1 second. So again, as we had done in the previous, previous derivations. So similarly, what we'll do is we'll just try
Hmm?
to rotate this
Hmm?
torque, this dipole with a small angle d theta. Okay, and this is
Yeah.
what we try to rotate this dipole. Let's say something like this. So let's say this dipole is like this, and
Hmm?
it is going to rotate this side. Correct,
Okay.
but it is you are not going. It's you are not allowing it to rotate. So what you are doing is you are just rotating it in the opposite
Hmm?
direction
Yeah.
with a
All
small
right.
angle d theta.
Okay.
Correct. So you are rotating it. See what happens is external work done has to be done for a body to store some potential energy, as we had seen in this example. No, like there is a block kept here, and you are raising this block and keeping it at a height of h.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are raising it, and
And so
that
yeah.
particular work done what you have done on this block, that particular
Hmm?
uh, work done has been getting stored in this body as the potential energy. Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you see in the terms of mg also, so
Hmm?
the work done total work done by mg is what minus mgh will be the
Hmm?
total work done, because mg is acting downwards and h is moving upwards. See
Hmm?
this mgh is the external work done. If you are moving
Okay.
slowly, so you are applying a force on it in the
Yeah.
direction of movement only. So your
Yeah.
work done is
Okay.
positive. So that much work done is directly getting stored into the body. That is one thing.
Hmm?
If you want to see it in terms of the internal conservative force, so
Okay.
what is the work done by the mg here is minus mgh, because mg is in this direction and h moment is in this direction, right?
Okay.
So you know that the change in potential energy is equals to negative of the work done by
Yeah.
the internal force. So that's why the change in potential energy is equals to mgh here.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, we will just see we are
Mm-hmm.
doing a work, the external agent is doing a work in the opposite direction of the actual torque. So torque was trying to move this body in this direction, but you are just moving it d theta in the opposite direction. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so either
Yeah.
you can use this way or you can use this way to go to calculate the change in potential energy. Whether you can
Okay.
use the I mean the work done by the external agent or you can use the work done by the internal agent. Let's say what is the work done by the electrostatic force, the internal force basically. So that will be what? Torque d theta.
Yeah.
That is the work done. Negative sign basically means it is negative work done because the torque is acting in the opposite direction and the movement of the theta is in the other direction. Correct?
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
the
So what you know is what is the torque basically? In the case of a dipole, the torque basically
T
is,
into E. T into E.
so this is internal force.
Yeah.
So that is equals to minus P cross E, right?
Yeah. P
Let's
cross E.
say
Yeah.
P cross E. So P is in this direction,
Yeah.
E is here, E is your here.
Mm.
Okay, so E is here and your P is in this direction
Yeah.
initially,
So the
and
cross
initially
product.
the angle at that particular position is theta. So that is basically sine theta d theta, correct?
1 second. Oh, 1 second.
So the work done basically is torque is what?
Sin theta, V theta.
Torque is equals to P cross E, right?
Yeah.
So P cross product is what? P is sine theta, no?
Mm, okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 I
Correct.
understand.
So
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is
Got it.
basically a small work done by the internal force.
All right.
Okay. So now
Yeah.
what do you know that the change in potential energy is equals to negative of the work done by the internal force. So that means it is P E sine theta d theta.
Theta, D theta.
Okay.
All right.
Now you
Yeah.
can always use your integration to uh, take it from
Mm.
one angle to another angle, and then you
Mm.
can or you can take any particular position as
So from 0 to
having
90 degrees.
huh?
From 0 to 90 degrees, right? Right.
You can take 0 to 90 degrees or any two angles you can take. So what you have got is this is the fundamental uh,
Okay.
this is the fundamental thing you have just got it.
Mm.
This is what is the actual formula. Now you can take any two angles and just
Mm.
integrate it to find the actual change in potential energy between two angles. Okay, and generally the thing is we have also seen that if you want to calculate the potential energy at a point or at a configuration, you can take one reference point to have your potential energy to be zero. Correct?
Yeah.
And generally what we choose is when the angle theta is 90 degrees, that position, that configuration, we assume that the potential energy is zero.
Mm. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it is totally upon you to choose which angle you are choosing, at which
Mm.
angle do you want to choose the potential energy to be zero. Okay, so you have got a formula saying that the change in potential energy is equals to P E sine theta d theta.
Okay.
Okay, now it is all totally upon you, whether from your initial position to the final configuration, whatever you want to change the potential energy. So here your theta will be going from theta 1 to theta 2, and it will be P sine theta d theta. So it is all totally upon you, whichever angle you want to take the difference between. So if initially the angle was theta 1 and the final configuration gets to angle theta 2, what is the change in the potential energy you will get by this?
Okay.
Understood? So
Yeah.
what you have to remember is this one.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yeah.
otherwise what you can do is you can just
Mm.
take any one angle as, and that then you have to remember in that case. So let's say
Mm.
electric field is in this direction and the dipole has been kept something like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is angle 90 degrees to
Mm.
the electric field. In this case, if you take that the
Mm.
potential energy at this configuration, you have assumed that the potential energy at this configuration is equals to zero, then what you can
Mm.
say is at any
Mm.
angle theta, the potential energy can be represented as You are at 90
90.
degrees, right? Because
Okay.
this is 0,
Yeah.
basically you have assumed it.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
have to
Okay.
remember that what we have assumed. And if you are remembering this formula, then you have to keep in your mind which position you
Hmm.
have assumed to be 0. It's not like anytime you just forget this thing and you just take that the actual position you have assumed as
Yeah.
0.
Yeah. So it's PE. So after integration, it's going to be PE negative cos theta from theta
So
to
it
90
will
degree.
what it will be. So you
The
have
PE.
change the
The
configuration
PE.
from
Yeah.
90 degrees. Initial configuration was this and the
Yeah.
final configuration is this
Theta.
to theta.
Yeah. So
Correct?
it's PE negative cos 30. Sorry, cos theta from
Sin
90
theta's
degree.
differentiation is cos theta.
Yeah. So it's like minus cos theta from theta to 90 degree.
So 90 degrees to
Theta.
theta.
Sorry. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
becomes what?
So minus PE cos theta.
So this becomes PE into minus cos theta.
Yeah. So it's minus PE. Can you say minus
Cos
PE?
theta minus
PE.
this basically
No,
is
no.
0, so it is 0.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Like
So
that. Yeah.
u
I know.
theta
So
will be
this,
equals to minus PE
yeah, which can equal, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
cos theta. That can
Yeah.
be written as minus P dot
Minus PE.
product of P and E.
Yeah. Yeah. That part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the thing is you have to understand that what position, if you are remembering this directly, you have to always remember which position you have taken as the
The
potential energy
FS.
to be 0.
Okay.
Okay. So either you
Yeah.
remember this formula, or if you can, if this is also easy to remember, but in your
Hmm.
mind you have to be very careful that you have taken the perpendicular
Hmm.
this position as uh, the potential energy to be 0. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Okay. Now let's say. Uh, so what we'll do? We'll move on to the next chapter.
Yeah. Uncle, what about
What
the
do you
Gauss
think?
law and stuff?
Yeah, here only we will see Gauss law.
Yeah.
Okay. Now before seeing Gauss law, we have to see what this flux means.
Okay, man. Yeah, electric flux.
See, so this particular thing is called as electric flux.
Okay.
So basically, we have flux of water, we have flux of magnetic field, we have flux of any vector quantity.
Okay.
Okay. So what basically this means is, let's say
Hmm.
you have a area.
Hmm.
Let's say you have any area, and there is a
Okay.
vector quantity here in this region. So since we
Okay.
are studying this electric field for the time being, we'll see
Hmm.
that the electric field is passing through this area. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, fine.
And the surface basically is perpendicular to the electric field. Okay, let's
Okay.
say like this. So what we
Yeah.
say is this flux basically through this electric field will be, so at all the points, if electric field is constant here and this surface itself is perpendicular to the electric field, we can
Yeah,
directly write.
can you show the previous page once? I'll just copy that one. Copy that one. Yeah. All right, okay, done.
Done. Okay. Okay, so what we were saying that if the electric field is perpendicular to a surface area, let's say the surface area is S.
Okay.
Okay. So
Electric
what
field is perpendicular to surface area. Okay.
if it is perpendicular to the surface basically.
Yeah.
So what we say that this flux totally is here is E into S. Okay,
Yeah.
that is what the flux is. Now
Okay.
the problem is it may happen that your surface may not be perpendicular to the uh,
Electric
to
field.
this to the electric field. Okay, in
Yeah.
that case what we can do is,
Yeah.
let's say there is a this same same surface we have assumed,
Okay.
and the electric field basically is in this direction. Let's say in this region the
Okay.
electric field is in this direction. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a angle with So there's some
What?
angle right? From the
So this
yeah.
electric field basically is not perpendicular to it. If you take the
Okay.
perpendicular direction,
Yeah.
this is your perpendicular direction.
Yeah. So there's
This
some
is the
angle
normal
between the
vector. And if there is an
okay.
angle theta of the electric field with the
Yeah.
normal vector means normal is perpendicular to the surface here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is, if your electric field makes an angle theta with the normal
So it's cos
vector,
theta. Yeah.
so the flux basically is called as E into the
Yeah.
area, surface
Yeah.
area
Yeah.
of the
Into cos
box.
theta.
Okay, let's say we assume that the surface area is small here. So
Hmm.
we'll write it something like this, E delta S cos theta.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
uncle.
we will denote this also as a small flux is equals to
Yeah.
E into this small area into cos theta.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
now what we'll define is what is surface vector.
Surface vector. Okay.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
basically take the
Hmm.
outward normal,
Hmm.
the normal this direction. So
Yeah.
surface vector is a vector quantity having the value equal to the surface area and
Hmm.
perpendicular to the surface.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
its magnitude will be what? Magnitude will, sorry, surface
Yeah.
vector is what? The magnitude is basically equals to surface area.
Okay. Yeah. And its
The
direction.
direction will be perpendicular to the surface.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
Now one more thing is if this particular surface is a closed surface.
Okay.
Closed surface means something like a sphere.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say it is a sphere, then the outward normal is considered as the
Hmm.
uh, outward normal, not the internal normal, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You understood, no? So
Yeah. So
let's
the
say it is a
out. So
sphere, there
okay.
will be one normal
So
this way and one normal this way. So you consider this as the normal surface
yeah.
vector.
Fine. Okay. But okay. But in a rectangular thing, it's out. It's always outwards.
So rectangular thing, it can be both ways.
Yeah.
This side also you can say, but
Yeah.
there is a convention basically.
Hmm.
Uh, it doesn't matter basically if you take any direction as the
Okay.
I mean
But in
the
this thing,
normal.
it's 90 degrees, right? The closed surface, like each line makes
Yeah,
90
the
degrees
closed
in the
surface
circle.
will be closed surface. Let's say this there is a sphere. So
Yeah, it
closed
makes
surface,
90 degrees.
it will be 90-degree only at each position. At
Yeah,
each position, the
it will be
direction of
90
the
degrees.
vector should be 90
All right.
degrees.
Okay.
Correct. So
Yeah.
in rectangle and all this kind of situations also you have to take 90 degrees only.
Yeah.
See, one thing is you will come across line integral and all.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there
Yeah.
in that convention we will see that in that case we have to form a convention to get the outward normal. So outward normal of the direction of the surface vector.
Okay.
Okay. In that
Yeah.
case, what we do is we take, if it is clockwise, then it is going inside. If it is anti-clockwise, then it is going outside. When it comes, we'll see. Okay, but for
Okay.
the time being, you can take any direction as the
Hmm.
surface. I mean the direction of the surface vector.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good.
So now the thing is, let's say
Okay,
you
one
have
second.
any
I'll
closed.
just copy that page. 1 second. Solid. Okay. Done.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the thing is,
Hmm.
so the same formula here, if you see, you can write this flux as E dot delta S.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, fine.
If you assume delta S as a vector, the surface vector, where
Okay.
E is already you know, and this delta S is the surface vector. So
Okay.
see this is the vector one, that is the delta S vector, the
Hmm.
direction of that,
Yeah.
and this is your E vector. So if you assume that this particular item is a vector quantity and E is already a vector quantity, then you can say that this formula becomes what? Delta E delta S, E dot delta S.
All
Correct?
right.
Flux
Yeah.
is a scalar quantity and it will become E dot delta S because E dot delta S is equals to E delta S cos theta.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
We can assume that. So now the let's say there is some cubed area of surface area here,
Yeah.
something where and let's say electric field is also like abruptly here any direction. So you have to take in this case if we have to calculate the electric flux here, what you will take
Hmm.
is you will take small delta S,
Yeah.
okay, small ds here, and then we just try to see this is the ds vector, this will become the ds vector, correct? This is the
Okay.
small area, this is the
Hmm.
small area, and
Yeah.
this is your ds vector, the outward normal, right?
Okay.
And let's say the electric field at this particular position is E, and E may be some function of something.
Okay.
Okay, let's say E is a function of X, Y, and Z. So in this
Yeah.
case, what you write is basically the
Hmm.
flux will be written as what?
Hmm.
So a small flux d phi can be written
Hmm.
as E
Hmm.
dot ds here.
Hmm.
Same thing, the previous also.
Okay.
Same thing, correct? And the
Yeah.
total
Yeah.
flux,
Sure.
if you want to take, then you have to
So
similarly
E dot sin. Yeah. E. So E.
you
Yeah.
have to integrate it throughout the
Okay.
surface.
Okay.
Okay, throughout the surface,
Yeah.
we have to integrate it.
Okay. All right.
Correct. So let's say the
Yeah.
total surface area is S. So you have to take such small ds at each position, and then this is the electric field.
But
Let's
what
say.
about the angle it makes? You have to even consider that, right? Cos theta.
See, we are not considering that because we have already converted this into this. No, dot
Okay.
product
Okay.
already takes
Yeah.
care
Yeah.
of
Fine.
the
Fine.
angle, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So we
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
just remember this E dot ds. This is vector
Yes.
product. I mean
Yes.
dot product
Yes.
of this.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So in terms of irregular surfaces where the perpendicular direction can be anywhere. So if you see this particular ds, the normal vector can be in this direction, the ds vector. Okay. If let's say you are
Okay.
considering a surface here, then let's say the normal vector is this. So this is like a crude surface where the outward normal is in not in a regular fashion. So it is in all the other
Okay.
directions. So you can take help of integration to find the flux throughout. So before
Okay.
proceeding, what we'll do is we'll just take up a question. Okay, and that question will clear your Gauss law also.
Okay.
So what we have to do is there is a sphere basically.
Okay.
Okay, and what there is a Q charge kept at the center.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is thin spherical sheet. I mean thin
Hmm.
spherical shell, and you have to
Hmm.
calculate the flux of the total flux through the surface of this spherical shell. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
how we going to do is we need to do what? Let's say a small flux will be equals to what? E dot ds,
Hmm.
correct?
Yeah. Fine.
So we need to find the E here. Let's say we take any small area somewhere. Let's say we
Hmm.
take
Okay.
a small area here,
Yeah.
a small area ds here. So the outward
Okay.
normal will be like this.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
this will be your ds vector. What is the
Yeah.
direction of electric field? So electric field will be also be in this the same direction because this is
Okay.
sphere, no? So away from this
Hmm.
positive charge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and this is this
Yeah.
this particular thing is what r,
Hmm.
the radius of the sphere. So what is the
Okay.
electric field basically?
Hmm.
Due to positive charge kept at a distance of r.
So electric field is force by this thing. So it's Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square.
Okay,
No, no, it's not square, right? Yeah.
r square. All right, so
Yeah.
E is 4 pi epsilon naught r square. On this surface, everywhere it will be same, right?
Yes.
E is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square because it is kept at the center, and the
Okay.
radius is at all the surfaces. It is first thing is the surface, whatever surface, small surface you take, it will be always outward, radially outwards, and the electric field also will be radially outward. All right,
Sure.
no?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
your small d phi becomes what? E dot ds, that will be
Yeah.
equals to directly E into ds, correct?
Okay.
Because cos 0. Okay, no? E
Yeah.
ds
Okay.
cos
Okay.
0 degrees.
Yeah.
Right, no? So it
Yeah.
becomes E into ds because both will be in the same direction by symmetry, you can say. Anyways, the electric field will be outwards, and the surface area will always be perpendicular in the radial direction outwards, right? No,
Okay. Yeah, uncle.
in the sphere. So what it becomes is basically, if you see, this will be becoming 4 pi epsilon naught r square into the small area ds.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, if you want to integrate and you want to find the total flux throughout this region, so what we are
Hmm.
going to do is you just want to integrate it
Hmm.
into the surface area ds, and since everything is constant here, you can just simply take it out because
Okay.
electric field is not changing no at the surface.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Okay, and everything is r is the radius of the spherical shell, and it is constant, so you can take it like this,
Hmm.
and this basically becomes, if you integrate the small surface area, it becomes the surface area of what? The spherical shell.
Hmm. Okay.
So what is the surface area of a spherical shell?
Surface area of the spherical I'm sure. Okay. 4 pi r square. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
what will become your total flux?
Yeah, Q by epsilon naught. Yep.
Q by epsilon naught. So this is what
Yeah.
Gauss law also says, that the
Okay.
total flow of flux by the resultant electric field in a region through a surface, through a closed surface, basically will be equals to Q internal by the epsilon naught. We'll come to
Yeah.
that. Okay. So
Okay.
this particular thing also proves the Gauss law also.
Okay.
Okay. Now we'll see that what a solid angle means.
Yeah. Fine.
Before proceeding, we'll just see what solid angle means.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
first
Okay.
thing is, we'll see what an arc angle due to an arc means. So let's say there is an
Hmm.
arc this way,
Hmm.
and we want to find the angle extended at a point. So let's say this is
Hmm.
r. So what is the, this is theta, okay, and
Hmm.
let's say this is s. So
Yeah.
what is the relation between this?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Hmm? What is the relation between this?
No, 1 second. This thing is the length of the arc is equivalent to r theta. So s, yeah, s is equal to r theta. Yeah.
Okay, so theta is equals to s by r.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
similarly, this is
Yeah.
the this is a plane angle, no,
Hmm.
angle due to a curve. Now the similarly, if you see some cone kind of a thing, so
Hmm.
let's say we assume a cone kind of a thing.
Hmm.
So we are dealing with a 3D here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a cone basically. All
Hmm.
right.
Yeah.
So this is a cone. So
Hmm.
you just have to imagine it something cone, no? Cone, you
Okay.
understand, no?
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Okay,
Hmm.
so now
Yeah.
let's say, since this was a length here, we are not
Hmm.
having a length here. We can have a surface here, right? So
Hmm.
this is a
Okay.
surface basically. This. So let's say
Hmm.
this is surface delta S.
Hmm.
This surface area. So what we
Hmm.
call as the solid angle is, so solid angle will be a 3D angle here.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So what we
Hmm.
represent solid angle with, it is this one, ohm.
Hmm.
So we will represent the solid angle here with ohm.
Hmm. Okay.
The similar way, what we say is ohm
Okay.
will be equals to delta S by
Theta.
r square.
No. No. Wait. Uh. No.
Ohm is the angle, solid angle.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. 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 I took that as length. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Sorry.
solid angle.
Yeah.
So here it was
Okay.
length. Okay, what
Hmm.
we'll do is, instead of this S, I'll write L here so that not to confuse with the surface area. So let's assume that this is length L, so this will be L by R. Okay. So
Hmm.
here it is delta S is the surface, so it
Yeah.
becomes delta S by R square is your solid angle. Okay,
Okay.
so angle should be unitless, right? So delta S will be having L square, and this will
Hmm.
be also having L square as the unit. So this is unitless.
Hmm.
Similarly, here this is L unit and this is also L unit, right? No,
Hmm. Yeah.
so it is also unitless. So this way you can remember. So this is your surface area divided by R square. This gives you your
Okay.
solid angle.
Yeah. Fine.
All right.
Yeah. Uncle.
Now the thing is,
Hmm.
if
Hmm.
this was not perfectly in this way. So let's say the same thing we
Hmm.
are considering,
Hmm.
the surface was something like this.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
surface was not making an angle. I mean, it was not, basically it was R no here. So we were not dealing with something like this. So it was R1 and
Hmm.
this was R2, something like this. Okay, and then we want to find what is the angle subtended here. Okay, so
Okay.
what we basically do is we take, so let's say this is the perpendicular direction.
Yeah.
So what we do is we will be taking the direction of we will be taking the component of this particular arc here. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
something like
Fine.
this. So this is your arc length L. All
Hmm.
right, and
Yeah.
this is
So
let's say this is the central direction.
yeah. No, but the components is the same radius, right? Or does it differ?
What?
The component, the second, the inner curve, it has the same radius R2. Right?
Yeah, the smaller one will become the R. Not
Okay.
even the
Okay.
smaller one, it will basically become something like this. It will
Yeah.
become somewhat between in between these two. I'll
Okay.
just tell you what how it will
Hmm.
become. So if you just don't take it as an arc, then you will understand it better. So let's
Okay.
say it is very small.
Hmm.
So let's say this L is very small, and then you try to find the angle subtended here. So
Okay.
we are not dealing it with like an arc. So it is L. Okay. So this
Okay.
theta basically is theta is equals to L by R. Okay.
Yeah. And
So this particular thing, if you see, the central line will make an angle 90 degrees BT. Okay. Now is the
okay.
same thing if it happens something like this,
Hmm.
and it is extended something in this way that it is not perfectly making an angle
Hmm.
90 degrees with the central line.
Okay.
Okay, the perpendicular direction to this is making an angle alpha, let's say. Perpendicular direction to the line. This line,
Okay.
L.
Hmm.
Okay, so what we do is we try to take the component of this L length
Yeah.
in the direction perpendicular to this.
Okay.
So this will become something like this.
Hmm.
And this length will become how much? This length particularly will become,
Hmm.
a second, this length will become your L cos alpha.
Okay.
Okay, if you see, this particular length L will become L cos alpha.
Hmm. Okay.
Understood?
Okay. Okay.
So this L will be somewhat lesser than L. You can imagine it in something that way. So L, this particular L,
Yeah.
this is
Fine.
your initial L, and what
Yeah.
we want, if we want to find this angle theta, we cannot
Yeah.
write theta is equals to L by R. What we have to write in this case is L
Hmm.
cos alpha by R.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
Fine.
this was your initial L, this line. This
Yeah.
line was your initial L. So we don't want to consider that, but we want to
Hmm.
consider some line, something which is perpendicular to it. So
Hmm.
this particular line you have to take and take a component of this in the perpendicular direction. All right.
I will
So
do it.
let's say this is a line, no?
No,
So
okay. So
we
you.
don't know the direction of this line. So what we do is we take the perpendicular direction as the direction of the line. As we took
Like
the direction
how
in
can
this,
you take that? It's like
huh?
it has different. The points is different, like in the sense like
No. What I'm telling is you just feel it like this.
okay.
See, what is the direction of this line? This line direction is this one. We will
Okay.
consider it like this. You just saw no,
Yeah.
what is the direction of a surface area. You
Yeah.
don't know what is the direction of a length. We don't know what is the direction of a length. So
Oh,
if we
no.
consider it outward normal as the direction, you just
Okay.
consider it as a vector quantity, this length. So this is your
Okay.
L. This is the magnitude is L, and the direction is this one. Okay, if you consider like this, it
Okay.
is
Yes.
making an angle alpha with this direction.
All
Okay,
right.
finally what you want to do is you want to get some length which is
Mm-hmm.
perpendicular to this direction.
Okay. Uncle.
Correct?
Yeah. Fine.
Then only you are going to get this angle, no,
Mm-hmm.
properly.
Yeah. Fine.
Getting my point? So
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
in this way you didn't we cannot find this angle considering
Okay.
this L. So we want
Okay.
to find one L which is something like this,
Mm-hmm.
something in
Okay.
this direction.
All right.
Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
Absolutely.
so what is that L? This is your L. This is
Hmm.
what we want. This L we want.
Yeah. We want that.
Okay. So what is the direction of that L? This is the direction of that L. Perpendicular.
Okay.
We just assume no perpendicular direction as
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
direction of
It's
the.
perpendicular. Okay.
Okay. So this
Yeah.
direction.
But
So this
okay.
was your
Yeah. So
initial
yeah. Yeah,
vector.
okay. Yeah.
We
Okay.
want
Yeah.
to
This
find
is
the
cos
component
theta.
in this direction.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Understood.
what is
Understood.
that? That is
Yeah.
cos theta,
Cos theta.
cos
L
alpha,
cos theta.
right?
Yeah, yeah, got it.
So
Aside.
similarly, here what you will get is when it is
Mm,
not properly perpendicular, then you are going to get
mm.
this
Okay.
initial angle as theta is equals to L cos R
Mm.
by L cos alpha by R.
Okay.
Similarly,
Mm.
similarly
Yeah.
you can say that let's say the surface itself is not
Mm.
making a perpendicular angle properly.
Okay.
So let's say this is the cone.
Okay.
This is not making a proper perpendicular angle. So something like this. Okay, so this is the cone is somewhat not perpendicularly. This surface
Mm.
area is here, right?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Right
Fine.
now, and your normal direction is here.
Okay.
Normal direction means basically normal to the, I mean, centrally radial direction. The
Okay.
radial direction, no, this radial direction is in this direction, and the surface
Mm.
direction, the perpendicular to the surface is basically in this direction. Then in that case
Mm.
also, if it is making an angle alpha, your solid angle will be equals to similar way
Mm.
delta s,
Mm. Okay.
or you can simply write it as cos alpha by r square. Similar way.
Okay.
Understood? So we
Yeah, okay.
want to
Yeah.
basically take the projection of the surface area in that direction. So s
Mm.
cos alpha by r square.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Now, let's say what is the complete circle? What is the angle subtended by a complete circle? So let's say we just say
Mm.
complete circle. So let's say there was an arc, no?
Okay.
This was arc L and this is theta. So this is R. So theta is equals to L by R. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
So in case of complete circle, what will be the angle made at the
Mm.
center? So let's say this is
Mm.
going moving a complete circle and coming back here. This arc.
Mm.
So what will be the total angle made? So that angle will be made what? 2 pi, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. It's
Or
hard.
you
It's
can
hard.
calculate it this way also. 2 pi r is the total length divided by the
Mm.
radius. So this becomes 2 pi, right? This way also you can
Mm.
calculate.
Yeah.
Similarly, what is the
Yeah.
solid
Okay.
angle made when it is
Mm.
totally a closed curve? So this cone was there, no?
Mm.
This cone was there. So let's say this is extended something like this, and it is a
Mm.
closed surface. This is not a length, it is a surface.
Mm. Yeah.
Understood?
Okay.
This is a
Yeah, yeah.
surface.
This is
3D, 3D. So what will be the total solid angle solid angle made here?
its
The
own.
total surface area is 4 pi r square divided by r square.
Okay.
Let's say it is sphere.
Okay.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
total solid
Yeah.
angle will be made as 4 pi.
Okay.
So in a closed loop,
Mm.
the this normal angle is what? 2
Mm.
pi.
Okay.
If you are trying to see what is the solid angle
Mm.
made by a closed loop
Yeah.
on an internal point,
Yeah.
okay, that is equals to 4 pi.
Okay.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
is just we took an example of sphere. You can remember that on any surface, any kind of a surface, if it is a closed surface at any
Mm.
internal point, it is going to make an solid angle of 4 pi.
Mm. Okay.
Now, what is the solid angle made outside a point, outside the
Mm.
surface, outside the closed surface? So let's say we want to see. Let's say this is your loop. Okay, I
Mm.
mean,
Yeah.
and this is making an angle. This is your theta. You are going to close this loop. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so you can see something like this. No, we were having like this earlier. No, so
Mm. Okay.
we took it like this. No, this theta. This
Mm.
is L. This is R. So we took that the angle is basically L by R.
Okay.
Okay. Now what we
Yeah.
want to do is the same thing. We just want to close this particular thing. Slowly we want
Mm.
to close this, and we want to find what is the angle extended by this particular surface at an external point, not on the center. This was center, right?
Yeah.
So this was the center, and
Yeah.
the angle was made by theta equals to L by R. Now,
Four
what
five.
we
Yeah.
want to find is, let's say there is an external point outside.
Okay.
What will be the angle subtended
Mm.
at this point when this
Okay.
particular thing is going to close slowly? Getting my point? So what will happen is,
Mm.
let's say
Yeah.
you have closed it
Can you
somewhat.
repeat it? Can you repeat once again? Like, what is the angle?
See, this is the circle it is going to make.
Okay.
Slowly it is going to make this circle.
Okay.
Okay, we are
Yeah.
just bothered about what will be the angle subtended
Angle.
by
Will
this thing at an external point. So
Yeah.
let's say you are just trying to cover this. Slowly you are going to
Mm.
cover this. cover the circle, and this was your external point. So what is the angle extended? This angle is getting reduced, right? Again, you
Yeah.
just try to cover it. What
Okay.
is the angle extended? This much is the angle extended. You want to try
Yeah.
to cover it fully. You want to try to cover it. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say it came up to this. What is the angle subtended? It is this much. So
Okay.
for a closed surface,
Right.
the angle subtended at an external point is equals to 0. So it is
Yeah.
going to
Okay.
become 0, no?
Yeah.
Correct?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
when the
correct. Yeah.
surface gets closed, the angle subtended at an external point is equals to 0. So similarly, the solid angle also solid angle at an external point is equals to 0.
Okay.
This theta also at an external point will be equals to 0 by a closed surface.
Hmm.
Okay, this is by a closed loop.
Okay.
This is by a closed surface.
Okay.
So the solid angle subtended at a by a closed surface at an external point outside the surface basically, that will be
Hmm.
equals to 0. Understood, no?
Hmm.
Similarly.
Okay.
You
Uh,
understood?
yeah, yeah, good.
Now we come to Gauss law. Okay.
Cost. Okay.
So what we'll see is the Gauss law says that the flux
Hmm.
of electric field.
Hmm.
Now you have to remember one thing. This is electric field is the
Hmm.
total electric field in the region. Total.
Okay.
Okay. In that region, the flux of the electric field through
Hmm.
a closed surface
Hmm.
is equals to Q internal divided by
Hmm.
epsilon naught. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So this Q internal basically is the charge enclosed by the surface. Total charge
All right.
enclosed by the surface.
Okay. Can you show the previous page? Let's copy that.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a second.
This one or which one you want?
Yeah, no, just the previous one. Yeah. One second. Yeah, already.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, uh, this is your Gauss law.
Okay.
Okay. So this is your Gauss law basically. So all right. So this
Okay.
is what we wanted to study in this chapter. So the what Gauss law says that the total electric flux through all the electric field, whatever the electric field is existing, that is the net electric field. Okay,
Yeah.
through the closed surfaces, whatever the charge is enclosed inside it,
Yeah.
divided by the epsilon.
Just a second. Epsilon naught can be epsilon naught is a permittivity of free space, right? In vacuum.
That is the permittivity of free space only.
Yeah. So if they give some medium, then epsilon naught
That
is equal to
that
epsilon.
huh.
No, epsilon naught, epsilon r is equal to epsilon naught r into some, what is it?
No, 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 not like that. See, one thing is, see, epsilon naught is permittivity of free space. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
they will give you
Fraction, right?
epsilon m, permittivity of that medium. So instead of epsilon naught, you are going to put epsilon m. That's it. If at all there
Oh,
is one more term they basically give, they give relative epsilon. Okay, that
okay.
means relative permittivity of the free space. Relative permittivity means what? So this meeting basically means what? The relativity permittivity means the electric permittivity of the medium into
Mm.
the epsilon naught. All right.
Okay. Mm.
So this basically will become what? So this epsilon of the medium will become what? Relative permittivity into epsilon naught. Okay. So
Mm.
either they
Okay.
give it directly or they give the relative permittivity. See,
Okay.
relative permittivity means what is there is
Mm.
something 100% in this region. Okay.
Mm.
Now they say that this particular thing has been kept into some medium. Now that
Mm.
medium acts as 90% of what it was earlier in the vacuum. Okay, so
Okay.
this relativity, this relative permittivity basically means this 90%. So how you are going
Mm.
to find the permittivity of the medium? So 90% of whatever was earlier,
Mm.
like this. So relative permittivity,
Yeah.
will basically be a fraction. So let's say they have given zero point 0.9 as the fraction here. Okay, and into
Okay.
the epsilon naught, you have to do.
Okay.
Basically,
Mm.
this epsilon naught means whatever medium they have kept this particular configuration into. So this, for the
Mm.
time being, we are considering epsilon naught is equals to the permittivity of the medium. I mean the
Mm.
permittivity of the free space. If they are kept into some medium, this will become epsilon of that medium. So that
Okay.
medium epsilon should be given. The permittivity of the medium should be given. If at all it is
Mm.
not given, this becomes relative permittivity into the permittivity of the free space. So this relative permittivity will be something 0.95 or zero point 0.9,
Okay.
something like this, not more than one. Because free
Okay.
space will be more permittive, no?
Mm.
Free space will allow something more than the actual medium, right?
Yeah. This thing is one, right? Like, no, no,
Which
no.
one?
It's not one.
You're getting my point.
No, what is epsilon naught value? Like, this
Epsilon naught
epsilon.
is 8.85 into something, no? 9
Okay.
into 10 to 1. Sorry,
It is 8.8 and
8.45
10 to the minus 12.
minus 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things you have to remember.
Okay.
All right. So this is
Yeah.
what the Gauss law says that. So first thing you have to remember is you want to find a total electric flux through this surface. Okay, and there are some charges. Let's say Q1,
Yeah.
Q2, Q3,
No, I don't want to.
Q4. Let's say there are some other charges also Q5 and Q6 here. So there are some electric field existing in this system. Okay. So
Okay.
now this electric field is due to all the charges. This also, this also, this also, this also, this also. Maybe some other charges or other source of electric field also. So whatever the electric field is existing in this region, by that electric field, we are going to calculate the flux throughout this area. Okay.
Sure.
So for each of the area, we are going to calculate E dot ds, E dot ds, E dot ds, and sum it. Okay, so the
Okay.
total flux becomes E dot ds. This particular symbol represents that it is integrated over a closed surface.
All right.
Okay, so don't worry about
Yeah.
that. So
Okay.
it is
Okay. So,
integrated over a closed surface. So this integration is with respect to a surface, and
mm,
this closed means integrated over a closed surface. Okay, and
mm.
this basically is equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4 divided by epsilon naught. The total internal charges only take part into the flux
Yeah.
only.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Okay, there are other charges also, but those won't
The
come into
total
this.
flux.
Okay,
Yeah.
now let's say we try to prove it. Basically, this Gauss law is a fundamental law, and it can be proved through Coulomb's law also.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
but there was no relation between this Gauss law being proved from Coulomb's law, but we can prove it. So any particular arbitrary surface, if you take
Mm.
a closed surface basically, and we
Yeah.
want to find what is the total flux
Yeah.
inside
Okay.
total flux.
It's zero, right? No,
Hmm?
no, it's not.
What
No, sorry. No,
total
it's
flux through this surface
okay.
by the total flux through this surface in this region. So let's say we find when the charge is inside the surface, okay, due
Mm.
to an internal charge.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, so due to internal charge, if you see, let's say a charge is kept q here inside, and there is no other charges here. All right, and we
Okay.
just take a surface here. Let's say this one. This is the surface. You can take a small surface delta s now. And if you see this surface direction is this one. This is your delta s vector. But the electric field here will be in this this direction, right?
Yeah.
Electric field will be in this direction,
Yeah.
right? Electric field
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
be away
That's
from
all.
this positive charge.
Okay.
And let's say
Okay.
this makes an angle alpha here.
Mm.
Okay. So what is the small flux we are getting here? This becomes what? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square
Yeah.
into delta s cos
Yeah.
alpha.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Correct. No. This is what the
Yes. Yeah.
flux is what?
Okay.
E delta s cos alpha, no? Or
Mm.
E dot delta S, anything you just write and this cos alpha term will come. Correct. So
Okay.
what is the total
Okay.
flux through this region? The total flux will be what? Summation of Q by 4
Mm.
pi epsilon naught. You just take all these kind of areas.
Okay.
Okay, small areas and just sum all this. This R will be changing for each of the area, no? In area
Yeah.
here will be having different R. This will
Okay.
be R for that, right? So what we
Mm.
can do is this
Mm.
total flux we can write something like this. We take
Mm.
this as outside Q by 4 pi epsilon naught because we know
Mm.
this is constant at least, and we
Mm.
can write something like the summation of delta s cos alpha by
Mm.
r square.
Okay.
Okay, this can
Yeah.
be written something like this: Q by 4 pi epsilon naught summation of
Mm.
your small solid angle,
Okay. Okay.
isn't it? This is what we studied the solid angle for.
Mm.
Okay, now the
Yeah. Yeah.
summation
Fine.
of this solid angle means what? Summation of the solid angle basically means what? You are just summing all the solid
Mm.
angles from this area. You are summing all the solid angles and closing this loop. So what we saw
Mm.
that the total summation of the solid angles at an internal point comes to be how much?
Mm.
4 pi?
It's not 4 pi epsilon naught.
No, 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 no. The total solid angle at an internal point of an area becomes how much?
Yeah.
We
So
saw
sorry.
that is
It's
4 pi.
4 pi r square. No. No.
4 pi. The solid angle by a total, I mean by a closed surface at an
Okay.
internal
R
point
square
is
gets
what?
cancelled. Yeah.
4 pi r square divided by r square.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
at an internal point. At an external point, it is
It's a
0.
solid angle. Okay.
Okay, so we are just
Mm.
summing out all this solid angle because we want to get the solid angle made at the position of this charge, no? Internal
Yeah.
point. And
Yeah.
that
Okay.
charge is enclosed inside. So if you see this comes how much? Q by 4
Huh?
pi. Sorry, Q by epsilon naught. This is what the
Yeah.
Gauss law is. So we just saw
Okay.
this. If only one particular charge is kept inside the surface,
Mm. Mm.
then this
Okay.
is correct. Okay, now
Okay.
let's say there are some other charges also kept. Let's say some other charges Q2, Q3, all other charges are kept. Okay,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
if you go on extending this solid angle due to
Mm.
all these charges, you will find that the solid angle due to these will be zero.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, no? By a
Yeah.
closed
Okay.
surface, the solid angle at an external point will be equals to 0.
Sure.
Right, no? So anyways,
Yeah.
this
Right.
summation becomes 0 for all those particular charges. So finally, what you will get is the total electric field will be equals to the internal charges into 4 pi divided by 4 divided by epsilon naught only.
Okay.
You understood, no?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You are
Yeah.
not understanding?
Can you repeat the last part again? Like,
So okay, we'll do it separately.
okay.
Okay, so let's say this same surface.
Yeah.
Now this is arbitrary. So there are some Q1 charge, Q2 charge,
Mm.
Q3 charge in here,
Mm.
and there are some outside charges also. Okay, so how do
Mm.
you calculate the total electric field? So we don't
Mm.
know the see. First thing is when you remember this Gauss law. This basically Gauss law was E dot
Mm.
ds
Mm.
through a closed surface area gives you Q internal by epsilon naught. Now in this
Okay.
case, this electric field is due to all the charges. Due to all charges. It's not like only the internal charges are giving this electric field. All
Mm.
electric field are existing in the region. Okay, that
Mm.
electric field flux will be equals to only those charges which is internal to
Mm.
the surface divided by epsilon naught.
Mm.
Okay, so that
Okay.
electric field basically will be total electric field. So if you want to find what is the total electric field, so let's say
Okay.
total there are some n charges here. Okay, I mean these are n numbers, so they are these are n numbers, and let's say these are also capital N numbers.
Hmm.
All right, so there are some
Yeah.
q1, q2, q2. Those goes up to qn, and small q1 and small q2. This goes up to small n. Okay, so the total electric field will be what? This will be vector sum of this particular charges. First one, the smaller ones. Okay, let's say
Hmm.
we represented something like this.
Okay.
Okay,
En. Yes.
what about the bigger charges? Let's say we represented something like this, e dash 1,
Okay. Yeah.
capital N. So this is the total electric field due to all the charges.
Okay, uncle.
All right, now
Yeah.
we want
Yeah.
to find what is the total flux in the region. So
Yeah,
what will,
I'll just copy that one second.
this is the generalized derivation we are going to do.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
yeah. One second. Yeah, done. Done.
okay, all right. So before this,
Hmm.
we will just make one more thing. No, before this,
Hmm.
we saw about the internal charge. Let's say
Hmm.
this area is having only one charge, which is outside. Okay, and
Hmm.
we want to find the total flux. All
Okay.
right, and let's say we
Yeah.
considered a small area here ds.
Okay.
Okay, and we want to find the total flux. So the electric field will go inside, and the
Hmm.
surface area is like this, right?
Okay.
Correct? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you find the small flux due to that surface, I mean due to that electric field, this will be how much? E delta s. Let's say this is delta s for the time being. We are not going to integrate it. Okay, so let's say we
Hmm.
have this delta s, and let's say the angle between these two is alpha. So delta s cos alpha divided by, let's say this makes a distance r from here, so divided by r square. Oh, sorry, sorry, delta s cos alpha, right? This is the
Okay.
total small flux. So this becomes how much? E is what? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught
R square.
r square
Yeah. Yeah.
delta s cos alpha.
Okay. Hmm.
So if you see this, what it becomes? Q by 4 pi epsilon. So if we find the total flux, the total flux will be what? Summation of these things.
Okay.
We are deriving the against the same thing what we did for the internal charge.
Hmm.
So this will become how much? So this q by 4 pi epsilon naught can come outside, and this will become summation of delta
Hmm.
s cos alpha by r square. And what is
Okay.
that? That is what? The total flux becomes what? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into summation of the solid angle, the small solid angle. Right
Okay.
now. So this is the
Hmm.
solid angle made by this surface. Now if you again do this will become what? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught
Hmm.
into 0.
Okay.
This becomes
Yeah.
what? 0.
Okay.
Because the solid angle made at an external point due to due to a closed surface is what? 0, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct, no?
Yeah. It's zero.
We saw
Yes.
that. So that is 0. So that's what the total summation of the solid angle. So when we sum throughout the surface, so it will be acting as was acting as the surface is making, what is the surface making at an outer side. So will be the solid angle. So this is the
Yeah.
solid
Yeah.
angle. When it is closing, it is going to become 0, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right, no? So solid angle at an external point will be what? 0.
Okay.
So
So
this
solid
becomes
angle.
0. So the flux due to an external charge on
Hmm.
the surface, on a closed
Hmm.
surface, is coming equals to be 0. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
now we'll
Fine.
come to our this part.
No.
uh,
Oscar, just copy that one. I'll copy that one.
so So this is flux
Yeah.
due to external charge only. So this is only external charge. There is no internal charge basically. Okay. So their
Yeah.
net flux will be equals to 0.
Mm.
Just 2 minutes.
Hello?
Okay, okay, okay. Hello, hello,
Yeah,
hello.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, done.
I don't know. Sorry.
Do it fast.
One second. So external context.
See, these things will be also included in your. I mean, everything what I'm teaching is as per the SC Burma. So once I teach, you can always go through the chapter there, and you can understand these things.
Yeah, that's
Right?
fine.
No. So whatever I'm teaching is basically fully SC Burma only.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
All right. So very close. This one we were seeing for a very arbitrary distribution of charges, both internal and external. Okay, so we saw that the total electric field will be something like this. So if we want to find the total flux, how do we write it? So the total flux will be equals to what? Through a closed surface integral of E dot ds,
Yeah.
correct? So if we substitute this E as the whole this values, what it will become? Through the closed surface area due to E1 dot ds first plus due to E2 dot ds plus dot 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 dot
Hmm.
this small n dot ds, correct?
Okay. Yeah, fine.
And plus the bigger one starts E dash 1 dot ds
Hmm.
plus dot 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 dot. If you see, it becomes what? Through the closed surface E dash the capital N dot ds, right? No,
Hmm.
this
Okay.
is what the total flux becomes. Now from the first two derivations we know that the
Hmm.
flux, this is the flux due to one charge.
Hmm.
This is what the flux due to the individual first charge, this is the second charge, like that. So this becomes if you see this, these all terms, this term and all these terms, basically all these
Okay.
terms which are outside, this will
Hmm.
be this will be becoming equals to 0. Why? We
Hmm.
just saw in the previous example that
Hmm.
due to an external charge the flux will
Hmm.
become 0, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Correct, no?
Yeah.
So this flux is due to an internal charge. I'm sorry, this is due to an external charge. This one, Q1.
Hmm.
This one is due to what? This one, Qn. So similarly, whatever Q1, Q2, the capital Q1, capital Q2, all these are external charges. So this totally becomes what? 0.
Yeah, it becomes your
All right,
external
no?
point. Yeah.
And
Okay.
what will be that due to this one? This is what due to E1 will be what? The total charge, I mean, due to that charge is Q1 by epsilon naught. Due to the second charge is Q2 by epsilon naught. How come?
Hmm.
Because this is only due to the second charge.
Okay.
Individual flux is a scalar quantity, and you can simply add it. So we are not
Okay.
worried about anything direction and all. Okay.
Hmm.
So since
All
we are
right.
considering flux only due
Flux
to
is a
the
scalar
positive,
quantity.
flux
Okay.
is a
Okay.
scalar quantity, no?
Okay.
Flux is equals to
Flux
E
is-
dot ds.
Yeah.
That is a dot product of two
Okay.
vectors.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay,
Scalar.
so this
Yeah.
basically becomes what? This becomes
Hmm.
basically what? Qn divided by
Hmm.
epsilon naught up to that. So if you see the total flux becomes what? Q1 plus
Hmm.
Q2 plus dot 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 Qn divided by epsilon naught. And this is what? This is your total internal charge divided by the epsilon naught.
Hmm.
Right?
Okay.
The
Yeah.
flux,
Fine.
flux, whatever you find by any configuration, finally what you are going to get is Q internal by epsilon naught only. Whether
Hmm.
there
Okay.
are other charges existing in the system, there are all other charges, whether there is some external electric field also pre-existing in the system, so the total
Hmm.
electric flux we are calculating. Okay,
Hmm.
basically this particular charge is also giving some flux. Okay, so what
Hmm.
happens is there is a flux here. This flux is basically negative because it is
Okay.
going inside and the surface area is outside. And this particular field, this particular charge is giving some another flux outside here.
Hmm.
Understood, no?
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
surface area is outside, and the I mean the electric field is also outside. So this becomes positive. So this
Hmm.
negative
Okay.
and positive somehow gets cancelled by relative to an external agent, external charges. So you can
Hmm.
look for it
Okay.
something like this. But if you see something due to an internal charge, what happens is that at every point it is outside only the electric field.
Hmm.
Okay, so something here will be positive, here also it will be positive because the surface is also outside. Understood? No, surface also outside and the
Okay.
electric field is also outside. So everything is going to sum up.
Okay.
All right. So everything is going to add due to an internal charge. So you can just understand something like this. No, from an internal charge, the electric field is radiating outside, all around,
Okay.
outside.
Okay.
But from an external charge, how it
Yeah.
will
So
happen?
yeah.
From an external charge, what will happen? Let's say this is an external charge and there is surface area closed like this. So it is
Hmm.
entering also and it is going
Hmm.
also. So total flux will
Okay.
basically become zero. So it is making a
Hmm.
negative flux here. It is making a
Hmm.
positive flux here. This is negative flux because negative flux means what? This is an outer surface area and this is the internal electric field due to this positive charge. So this is more than
Okay.
90 degrees, so it is going to be negative here. And when it comes outside, here the surface area is again this direction outside normal and the electric field is also outside. So here it is going to make positive fluxes. So somehow what happens is this electric field is a very special field. The flux due
Okay.
to an outside charges is going to get equals to zero to a
Okay.
closed surface. Getting my point?
Yeah.
But if it is an internal charge, you can see that from that internal charge, everywhere the flux will be coming outside only. The electric field will be coming outside only.
Wait, if it's an external charge, it goes in. Okay. Okay. Internal charge, it goes in.
Okay,
Yep.
so if
Okay.
external charge it is going inside and then coming outside also. Here it is everything is coming outside.
80 on the good.
So if you take any surface,
Okay.
the surface area is vector is outside, the electric field is also outside. So angle is less than
Yeah.
90. So it is going to make what? It is going to make a positive flux. All right,
Okay.
no, cos alpha is less than 90. So it is going to make a
Yes.
positive flux, no, when it is radiating outside.
Because okay. Like, can I
Flux
explain
is
why?
what?
Why is
Flux is what? E delta
it?
S cos alpha, na? E dot ds.
Okay.
E dot ds. No.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, one more thing. See, what is your flux?
One
Flux due to
second.
a small area delta S. Flux due to a small area delta S is what? A small flux delta S is whatever the electric field is dot delta S vector. This basically becomes E delta S cos alpha. Okay, if this is your
Okay.
surface and the electric field is this side and this is your delta S vector because delta S is the normal vector to the surface, and if this is making an alpha, this will be how much? Delta phi will be equals to E delta S cos alpha, correct?
One second. One second. I'm just thinking. Yeah. Yeah. Either
Okay,
does
no.
possible.
Now what I wanted to say is, let's say any closed surface is there and there is only one positive charge here. just for the time
Okay.
being, imagine. So
Yeah.
what will be the electric field due to this? Always radiating outside,
Okay, uncle.
correct? No.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So any surface also, if you take any surface around this electric field,
Mhm.
so this surface direction will be what? It will be also outside only, no? We know that the surface vector we take as the outward normal, as convention we will be taking outward normal as
Uncle,
the
uncle,
direction of the
yeah.
surface.
Uncle, can I take a 5 minutes break and come back?
No, no, we will be closing. Just hold on. We'll be closing shortly.
Okay, okay, uncle. Yeah.
Okay. So just understand that this is the electric
Yeah.
field and this is the delta S vector. So this is alpha. So this is going to make a positive flux here. So delta phi is what? Positive.
Okay,
Correct,
so yeah,
no?
it makes
At
an
every
angle.
point it is again positive only. At every point it is making positive fluxes. Okay, but
Okay.
if you take the same surface and put a charge outside, and if you see the electric field at this particular surface area, the electric field is going inside.
Okay.
And where will the delta S be? Delta S will be outside, no? Perpendicular to the surface. So this will
Okay.
become what? This will become negative flux. The small flux here will be negative, correct?
Okay.
But again, with the same charge, if you are going to find at this surface, you will find what? The electric field is outside again, and the delta S is again outside. This becomes what? Delta phi will become positive here. Okay, no, it is coming outside, the electric field. Here it
Okay.
is entering out inside, so angle alpha will be more than 90 degrees, and the flux will be negative. Outward normal is called the direction of delta S.
Okay.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
you see, if you are just summing up all the fluxes here, some part will be negative and some part will be positive, and they will be cancelling out each other
Okay.
due to some external charges. But it doesn't happen due to an internal charge. So what happens is the total flux basically becomes only due to internal charges only, Q internal by
Okay.
epsilon naught. Got my point?
Okay, uncle. Yeah.
So that is what your Gauss law says. Okay, we'll
Oh,
close for today.
okay.
Okay, we'll see you in the
Yeah.
next class.
All right,
So
uncle.
next class we will be finding electric fluxes due to some
Yeah.
distributed charges.
Yeah. So I got to solve numericals from this also, right? I mean, like.
Yeah, you have to solve. You have to solve. We don't have much
Okay,
time,
uncle.
so you have to do as fast as
Yeah.
possible.
When is the next class?
We don't
Next
know.
time.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Okay.
All right, we'll close for today.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Okay, uncle. Yeah. Bye.